I see a lot of beginners, especially people just starting data analytics, ask one main question when they want to build a data project, and that is, where can I get data? And usually you hear answers like, oh, go to Kaggle. So they go to Kaggle, download any data set that looks interesting or easy, and immediately we start cleaning, building charts, and creating dashboards. Honestly, I don't think this approach is wrong, but I do not believe it is complete. And personally, I don't think this is the best foundation, especially if your goal is to grow into data science. From my background in research during my master's program, one thing I learned is that research never starts with data. It always starts with a question, a problem, something you are trying to solve or understand. So instead of asking, where can I get data? I think the better first question is, what problem am I trying to solve? You see, the problem with putting data first is like you putting the cart before the horse. The horse is meant to drive the cart and not the other way around. But when you put data before the problem, your analysis will lack direction and you may end up getting confused during your analysis. Once you have a problem or a question that you are trying to solve with your data, the next steps become clearer, like what kind of data do I need to answer this question? What variables matter? Because it is not every variable in a data set that will likely answer the question or solve the problem that you have in mind. Then you cannot ask, where can I actually get this data? So you see, where can I get data should not come first. When we start this way, data becomes a tool and not the starting point. This is why I believe following a proper data analysis process matters, especially as a beginner, and not jumping straight into cleaning data, not rushing into visualizations or creating dashboards, not building projects to just fill a portfolio, but taking time to think, what is the question? Why does it matter? What does solving it help us understand? For me, this is part of building a strong foundation as a data professional. Because if I learn to think this way early, that is, problem first, data second, it becomes easier to grow into data science. And to be honest, I am not saying this because I have done many projects. I'm saying this because this is the approach I'm training myself to follow as I learn. So as I continue this journey, I want to focus less on building random projects and more on intentional learning, following a process and understanding why I'm doing each step. If you are also starting out and trying to build a solid foundation for yourself, maybe this way of thinking will help you too. Remember, this channel is about learning data the right way from the scratch, one step at a time. And this is one of the principles I'm choosing to stand by. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you in my next video, where I will be showing practically how to move from having a question into data plan.